reach, by the time your club gets to parallel to the ground, and as your left arm gets parallel to the ground, I'd like you to have a full wrist set.
Cocked?
Full wrist cock. That means you would have an L.
Yeah, that would be up in the air.
So the shaft and the left arm would form a 90-degree angle. Much like if we look at this girl, Choi.
Oh, I see. She already does it.
You see at that point she's got full wrist set.
Right.
You don't. So, and then as a consequence of that, in the start down, she sustains the wrist angle by getting her lower body to initiate the downswing first. And in your sequence, we've got to get your lower body to go first. See that first move right there?
Yeah.
That's all hands, no body. We got to go body first and hand second. So one of the drills you're going to do, I call this the lag drill. I got this from Rob Neal, Dr. Rob Neal. He's a biomechanist down in Florida. What you're going to do is you're going to start with the shaft parallel to the ground. Your wrists are going to be completely uncocked.
Okay.
Then as you initiate movement, watch my lower half. As you initiate movement toward the target with your body, you're going to cock the wrists. So you're going to
cock them up and then come down.
You're going to actually cock them on the downswing. As the hands start to move toward the ball, you're setting the golf club. And you can see sustaining load is going to give you much more consistent striking. And this was a pull you hit, and that's also a function of early release. So you can see the left wrist. All that breakdown is because you're unloading early. So if we can sustain the load on the shaft, or the angle between the lead arm and shaft, longer through the lag drill, this would be a great exercise. I would suspect if you do this 15 minutes a day, not even hitting a golf ball, just starting with the shaft parallel to the ground,
right.
Load the shaft on the downswing, you're going to start to experience this kind of load on the downswing in your real swing.
Okay.
And I'm recording this, so
yeah, send me that video.
I'm recording everything I say here. So the point being, you can see the load is sustained there on the shaft for a long time. Well, why is that? Well, I'm starting my downswing. As I start my legs toward the target, notice how I get a running start with my legs there. So you're right in the sense that you said, I don't know if I'm actually using my lower body. Well, you're really not using your lower body much, and in the wrong sequence. So your hands right there, from the top of your swing down, you're moving your hands before you even move your hips. So your first move has to change. Okay. You've got to get that running start. You got to feel like, now, do you go to the golf course thinking about it? No, you practice the movements, and it subtly it'll start to incorporate itself over time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the lag drill is one exercise you could do with and without a ball. You know, I would say just practicing loading, getting a 90-degree angle established between the lead arm and the shaft on the downswing is the primary goal of that drill. And you can see as my hands are at hip high, I still have a 90-degree angle. Well, by the time your hands are hip high, you've unloaded all this. The speed comes from delay of that uncocking.
Okay.
You're dissipating a lot of the speed of the club early. Now, there's a couple of other drills I really love. Take a towel and swing it back and try to snap the towel. If you snapped a towel as a kid, try to feel that snap as you swing. Take a rope and do the same thing.
Right.